Hi, hello. How we going, guys? I've only just got home. So me and Tino have been on the beach for ages. We had a brilliant time. We've just gone to McDonald's. I never had any. I had a coffee, and um, he did, of course. I got my son Giovanni at McDonald's as well. So I've just put a steak and onions in the air fryer. I'm gonna have some eggs with it. That'll be my dinner after this live. Yasmin is at a dance competition with Mum, with Aurora. It's quite far away. She's finished it. She did really well. I think they're going to win an award. And then in about half an hour they'll be heading back. Yeah. So I've come home and I've said to Tino, because he's nagging me to go on his phone. So I said to him, look, I'll do a quick live. I want to play some more of Miss Sam's video. Let's just go with it, see how much we can play. Tino's promised me he's going to keep the phone down. Tino, I got the black. Look, this seems to be the popular hat, so I'm going to wear it again. Of course, I have other hats. You know, we got loads of hats, haven't we, guys? Yeah. But this black one seems to be the popular one. I quite like this one here. So yeah, don't know, guys. What do you reckon? What do you think? This one or this one? This one seems to be the popular one for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But it is the sort of the Marlon Brando looking one, isn't it? Yeah. So who have we got here? We have Sarge. We have lovely Linda. Linda, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love you so much. Debbie, Jane. Hi, Jane. I've been talking to Mindy Miller, guys. I've been having a good chat with Mindy Miller. I was talking to her for about half an hour. So all good. All good. You guys know that I support Mindy Miller. Yeah, she's lovely. She's adorable. Yeah, we have some good chats. Me and Mindy. Obviously, you know, she's in the sort of entertainment industry, so she's very neutral, isn't she? She's very neutral. She's not. She doesn't get stuck into topics like we do. But she was lovely to me. And she's happy. She's looking. She was telling me she's very excited about a show that she's going to do. Let me just see if I've got it here. A minute, hang on. She did tell me the name of the show, actually. Let me just see if I've got it here. 1 second. So, guys, are you guys very aware of Mindy? So the show she's doing is... let's have a look, see if I can find it. She did explain the show to me. Where is it? Here we go. So it's she's in 3 weeks, she's leaving on tour with the Elvis tour with Dwight Eisenhower. Does that mean anything to you guys? Dwight Eisenhower. He's an Elvis tribute act, I think. Who is wonderful and very talented. So these are sold out shows in Holland and Denmark and Sweden and Finland. So do any of you guys know who Dwight Eisenhower is? He's obviously good, yeah? These are big shows, yeah? So she's off there. Yeah, Tino is behind me on his phone. I've bought him some treats. I've got him some. We're having a movie night. We're going to watch Jurassic Park. We are watching Jurassic Park. After this, I got him some popcorn. I got him an Easter egg, a miniature Easter egg. What else did I get him? Oh yeah, some sweets. He wanted some sweets. There was one other thing as well. So we're having a movie night tonight, guys. So hi Frederick. Got my message. So he appears at Graceland a lot. I should know who he is, shouldn't I? But I don't. I'm going to look him up after this show. So Mindy Miller is off with him. Yeah. So she's very excited in 3 weeks. Okay. So, okay, guys. So the point of now is I want to carry on playing the rest of Miss Sam's video. Now, please subscribe to Miss Sam's. Her show is, her YouTube channel is called Celestial Tarot Readings with Miss Sam's. She's a massive channel. Yeah. She's like 60, how many is it? 63,800 subscribers. Guys, I tell you what, I know I keep going on about it, but I am so pleased that we're starting to get some support of some bigger channels. Yeah. Because I really feel that the Defending Elvis movement is getting a bad rap, is being unfairly portrayed, is being bullied and picked on. So I'm so pleased when people like Miss Sam's take the difficult decision and support what we do, support that we defend Elvis, Lisa, the Bloodline, the Presleys, Donna, Ginger. Do you get it? Yeah. So thank you so much to Miss Sam's, right? So guys, I'm gonna press play and then we'll just go from there. Let's have a look. So we've already played the part where Miss Sam's clearly shows us support, okay? Us at Defending Elvis. She basically says to the hateful channels that are attacking us and bullying us, tough luck, I support Louis, I support Defending Elvis, I support the movement of Defending Elvis. She also says it's about time. It's about time someone came along with Team Elvis and stood up for Elvis, for Lisa Marie, stood up to the trashers, stood up and exposed the trash books, trash documentaries that harmed Elvis. So Miss Sam's completely gets why we defend. She also completely gets that we have been bullied and picked on for a long, long time, that we receive a lot of hate. And the funny thing is, the people that attack us and bully us are the very people that have been supporting the people that trash Elvis, but also the very people that are against Elvis being defended. I'm just trying to get the chat up on here, guys. The very people that are against Elvis being defended attack us and bully us. The people that support the trashers, the trasher family members, whether it's Smith, Stanley's, Priscilla, the ex-wife, or the bodyguards. The people that attack us and say Elvis does not need defending, support the trashers. The YouTube, the fake Elvis YouTube channels that attack us, call us names, stalk us, because these are stalkers as well. Support the very people that trashed Elvis's reputation in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie. So I'm so glad that people like Miss Sam's comes along and says, this should have happened a long time ago. And remember, Miss Sam's has been defending Elvis and Lisa Marie for many years. Many years. She was defending Elvis way before me. So let's just get it up, guys, on here. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining me. Welcome. So there's something going on with YouTube at the moment. It's not sending out the notifications on the live shows. So don't worry about it. It will come good. This has happened before. You go through a phase where no one gets notified. So most of you will watch this through the night. Yeah. When I'm asleep. Okay. So it goes, guys. We're going to stop and start. Of course, this is the reaction review. So we must stop and start. We have to. That is copyright rules of YouTube. We have to stop, start. Okay. Here goes, guys.
It's not adding up. We're seeing holes in a lot of things that Priscilla is saying. And oh my God, is this really what we think this is? And each year, each month, things get progressively worse. More and more and more comes out about Priscilla. So that's just one aspect. This week I have been focusing on, I know Captain Louis and Team E have been focusing on the Stanleys. This man coming out with this big old strong title, Surviving Elvis. Like the other day they were talking about surviving P. Diddy.
So I just want to say something, guys. Yeah, we have been concentrating on the Stanleys. We know that tomorrow one of the Stanleys, Billy, is getting interviewed. Well, I just want to say now clearly, if in that interview, and I won't name the people, I will never name the trasher channels. I'm talking about fake Elvis YouTube channels. I will never name them. I will never send people to their channels. Okay. I'm all about YouTubers. I'm not on about family members, because family members I will name because they are public figures and we're entitled to have our opinions. Yeah. But there's a Billy Stanley interview coming tomorrow. And I'm telling you now, if in any way Elvis's reputation is discussed in a negative way, in a way that affects his reputation, I will be defending Elvis. But I will never mention the YouTube and the YouTube channel that is interviewing Billy. I'm not interested in these tiny, pathetic channels that are using people like Billy Stanley to grow their channels, to get subscribers, to get likes. That doesn't interest me. What I'm interested in is Billy Stanley going to say anything negative about Elvis, trashy about Elvis? Is he going to lie or twist the truth or say anything that harms Elvis's reputation? That's all that matters to me. Bearing in mind, all of Billy Stanley's family trashed Elvis. All of them, including his mother. Yeah? So obviously everything I do is for entertainment purposes, just a discussion on YouTube. But I will be defending Elvis if anything is said that is derogatory to Elvis Presley, that something is said that Lisa Marie would not like. If something is said that Riley Finley and Harper would not be happy with, I will be jumping in to defend Elvis. So I want to make that very clear.
Right, on TMZ, a couple of years ago they talked about surviving R. Kelly. Y'all can't see the theme of what's going on, but yet people are saying that these people are still flipping credible. I'm talking about David Stanley now. So in regards to Donna Presley, the fact that she is being supported by Louis or myself or anybody else, there's no reason for anybody to be beefing or anybody to kind of put the partition down and say it's them against us and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. She loves Elvis. She loves him. She loved him. She's blood. She has a lot to say. Instead of us being grateful to hear her accounts. I mean, look, the Stanleys are not blood. They're not blood related. They're just people who basically lived high off the hog of Elvis's money. And, you know, if I had more time, to be quite honest with you, I think that there's definitely some things that could be dug into. That lady Shauna hinted at something, and she was saying, you know, it was Donna accusing this person of murdering Elvis. Well, we could look into that. We sure could, if one had more time. You know, so don't be funny about it, talking about, oh, I need to take more time to assess the situation before automatically assuming or saying that Louis has been bullied. Yeah, he's been bullied. It's apparent. A bunch of y'all did it. Okay, so back off. Shit. And let's get on with the business of honouring Elvis, getting some shit facts right. Sometimes I get all manner of stuff wrong sometimes. Like this in the video yesterday, I referred to the Stanley boys as Vernon's nephews. Like, Vernon's nephew. No, they're his stepkids. These children, they're his stepsons. Hence them calling themselves Elvis's.
Sorry guys, I had to turn my steak over because I'm having steak and eggs with onions tonight. Sorry about that. Let's keep going.
Brothers. You know, that's even a bloody long stretch, isn't it? But so this is the whole point. All right. So.
Just a quick one, guys. The person that is interviewing David Stanley, Billy Stanley, is a Priscilla fan, is a Stanley fan, is a Smith fan. She is a Trasher fan. Yeah, my nickname for her is the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, but I just want you to know, guys, that this person has been running around bad mouthing me for about a month now. Yeah, saying quite horrible things. This person has been fully supporting the people attacking me. So the people that are attacking me, so the different YouTube channels, obviously the Smiths, you know, Danny Smith, the people that have been attacking me, then you've got the new channel that has recently been attacking me, that's called, that is how can I say it, that is anti-defending Elvis, that supports Priscilla, that supports the Trasher books, supports the Memphis Mafia, supports the Stanleys. he's a Priscilla fan, yeah? This person who is interviewing Billy Stanley kisses his ass. Kisses the ass of all of the trashers. Even recently, where a channel was talking about me, the female that can't sing, this person was on there fully supporting. Remember, Danny Smith, on his last video, I think it was yesterday, was promoting the channels that are bullying me and Donna Presley. Yeah? So we must understand what's happening here. There are 4 YouTube channels grouping together to bully me and Donna and Ginger, and that are anti-defending Elvis. They are also anti-Riley Q. They are anti-Riley Q as well, which is Lisa's daughter, Lisa Marie's daughter. So this person who is interviewing Billy Stanley supports the Trashers, is a Priscilla fan, is a Stanley fan. She clearly is going to kiss Billy Stanley's ass, yeah, massively, just in the aim to grow her channel, to try and get more subscribers. This YouTube channel is very hungry to grow her channel, yeah, to get subscribers, to get likes, to make money on YouTube. There is no regard for Elvis's feelings or for Lisa Marie's feelings or for Riley, Finley and Harper's feelings. If this person really cared about Riley, Finley and Harper and about Elvis and about Lisa Marie, she would not be kissing the ass of Billy Stanley, whose whole family trashed Elvis in the most disgusting way. We all know what D. Stanley did. Okay, that's my opinion. She is a Trasher supporter, a Trasher fan. But on top of that, she's full of hate for me. She runs around insulting me, and all because I disagreed with her views on Priscilla. I repeat, because I disagreed with her views on Priscilla, this is why. That she runs around hating on me. I was actually very helpful to this YouTube channel. In fact, when this YouTube channel restarted her channel, I encouraged her to do it. I encouraged her to do it. I even promoted her. Yeah, I was very good to this channel. I sent 400 or 500 subscribers to this channel, and her thanks was to kiss the ass of the Trashers that have insulted Elvis in front of Lisa Marie. So that's where we're coming from, guys. Double standards. Fake Elvis fans. Fake Elvis YouTube channels. It's pretty serious stuff, guys, I know. But it is a fact. And she's proved her true colours by interviewing and kissing the ass of a Trasher. Remember, this Billy Stanley, months ago, said Elvis shagged my ex-wife. He said it publicly on YouTube on Joe's show. Then he said Elvis does not need defending because he's dead. Then he said Elvis is in heaven. He wouldn't need to be defended, wouldn't want to be defended. Then he said if you don't know him, if you didn't grow up with him, if you didn't live with him, you have no right to discuss him. Then he insulted Donna Presley and said her parents wouldn't like the fact that she changed her name from Pritchett to Presley, even though he has changed his name to Billy Stanley Presley, which is very hypocritical. Okay, so we got to understand what's happening here, guys. There's some real double standards. The bottom line is Elvis clearly does need defending. Okay, it's important stuff, guys.
One vex, me no business. I don't care. Okay. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to get back to what happened to Lisa Marie Presley, how Riley is thinking and feeling. Does Riley ever intend to correct, to right the wrongs that her grandmother Priscilla has done? Is there any connection to these? Is there, the blood that exists within John Travolta's family, which is Riley or Lisa Marie's blood? Will anything come of that? I would like to speak to Ben Storm again.
So I'm just reading a couple of comments, guys. Frederick says the one who seemed into anti-Riley is the female YouTube that she has. Well, so Frederick, she's just stopped saying it. She's definitely anti-Riley. Trust me. Yeah, I know she is. Yeah. What was the other thing? Yeah, he did used to join our lives. Now, remember, I don't want to go into it too much, but I was asked by this person to buy his book, to read his book on my channel. you guys will remember I read 13 I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to remember how many chapters I read. I can't remember how many chapters I read. I read at least half the chapters in that book live on air to you guys. Some of you will remember it. I was really polite to this person. Really polite, really friendly. He was rude to me many times. Obviously, we know he called me a clown on Joe's show. Yeah. But he many times said to me, Elvis would love that I defend him. Many times he said to me, Elvis would love that I defend him. He even asked me at least 3 times if I would interview him on my show. Okay. So for some reason, he completely turned against me, turned his back on me, and then the rest is history. Yeah. So he insults me on Joe's show, but he doesn't just insult me. He also insults Donna Presley. Yeah. He also says Elvis doesn't need defending, which is crazy. Though, remember, he says Elvis doesn't need defending, but then his whole family have trashed him. The people that have trashed Elvis are saying Elvis doesn't need defending. That includes Danny Smith, Memphis Mafia Kid, Billy Smith's son. He says clearly, and he repeatedly says it, Elvis doesn't need defending, and he bullies me on his channel. Danny Smith bullies me on his channel, and he's done it more than once. So everything I say is for entertainment purposes. This is just an opinion sharing discussion YouTube show. But guys, Elvis needs defending. It's pretty obvious. Yeah.
Again, to Benjamin Storm, I'd like to ask him some questions about Priscilla, quite frankly. I'd also like to dig into Riley's energy as well, and because you see, Riley don't talk. So I'd like to dig into her energy and see if her energy will yield anything in regards to the shit that Priscilla may or may not have over her.
So, right, okay. Right, so this is a good point, yeah? Now, the topic has come up about Riley not standing up, you know, publicly in as much as Elvis fans would like her to support Elvis, to support her mum. But it's not straightforward, guys. Now Rick's a good one for giving us an opinion on Riley. I feel that we must support Riley Keough. I feel that we must support Elvis's granddaughter. All of them, Riley, Finley, and Harper. I feel that we must support Lisa's children. Okay, but it's not straightforward, because yes, there are things that we want Riley to do, but we are not on her side of the fence. We don't know what she's going through, and if you listen to what Miss Sams has just said, who knows what Priscilla is holding against Riley to keep Riley quiet, if that's happening. Yeah. So we don't know the whole story, guys. We don't know why Riley is quiet. What we do know is that Riley is Elvis's granddaughter, Lisa's child. And that is why we must support her. It doesn't mean we have to agree with everything that she does. It doesn't mean that we can't have opinions. It just means we must show support for Elvis's granddaughter, for Lisa's child. We know that Lisa worshipped Riley and Finley and Harper and Benjamin. We know that Riley was very, very close to Lisa Marie, her mum. So we got to be there for her, guys. That's how I feel.
Which is why Riley's so diplomatic or silent in regards to the fact that this lady told the hospital to switch off Lisa Marie's life support machine. You know, just things like that. But yeah, we can go into Ricky Stanley's role in regards to Elvis's death, whether he had anything directly or indirectly to do with that. When I watched All the King's Men the other day, Billy Smith said that he had physical access to Elvis's pills, and there were many times what he did is he poked holes in the pills and drained out the liquid that was inside of them, and put them back in the container, you know, for Elvis to use, because he said in his mind that would be lessening the impact on Uncle Elvis, and he'd be none the wiser, right?
So guys, I have opinions about this. Yeah. So this is about Billy Smith has done interviews where he says he altered Elvis's pills. Yeah. And made them into like placebos. So would take out the contents and refill it with whatever, yeah, to try and help Elvis reduce his the amount of prescription medication he was taking. But I tell you what, I dispute it. Because seriously, guys, does anyone here honestly think that Billy Smith would know how to remove the content of a pill and replace it with a different powder? Seriously, I'm just thinking out loud, guys. Does anyone think that Billy would be capable of that? Seriously, how would he know how to change the contents of a pill? Bearing in mind, this is the 70s, right? So please put it in the comments what you think. But I don't believe, what's the word? I dispute it. I dispute that Billy Smith in the 1970s would know how to alter the contents of a pill. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up to me. I more get the impression that he's trying to come across as the good guy who was trying to help Elvis. That's how I see it. It's just an opinion, guys, not a fact. For entertainment purposes, just a discussion. But I think after Billy trashed Elvis in books, biographies, documentaries, he then tries to give the impression of helping him by creating placebos. So I'm talking about Billy Smith now, okay? Not a doctor. Now, Dr. Nick, yeah, he would be capable of doing it. He's a doctor. But Billy Smith, I don't know. I don't know, guys. And I'm a bit unsure about it, yeah? So it's just an opinion as a fan. You know, some of you are going to disagree with me, but it don't sound right to me. Now, remember that these people went on to trash Elvis for large amounts of money. So I don't trust anything that is said by these people. Just an opinion, guys, not a fact.
I'm pretty sure that Billy Smith was not the only one who had access to Elvis and stuff. There was just something that just flew past the window there. That's why I just said Ashe. Something just flew past the window, a spirit. I'm high up on the ground. There's no ground for anybody to walk on, except for far down on the ground. Something just walked past the window. That's a spiritual confirmation from Elvis. Don't play with me. Don't play with Auntie Sam.
And remember, Miss Sams is a very smart woman. She clearly does a lot of research. Don't underestimate Miss Sams. She's very smart. But she also is a very spiritual woman. And she also, you know, she also is, remember, she's a tarot card reader. So there's much more to Miss Sams than just a very clever woman. Very knowledgeable, very wise, with amazing instinct, with amazing intuition. There's much more to Miss Sams, okay, guys? It's not for everyone, but I completely trust this woman. I fully trust Miss Sam's intuition, her instinct, her gut feelings.
I'm connected to this. I care about this, and I love this. And I can promise you, I would not love on or endorse or defend any content creator who Uncle Elvis never had, you know, in his heart. Who, I talk about Captain Louis, I believe the spirit of Elvis Presley is on the good ship, Team E.
That's us, guys. That's us. She's speaking about me and Team Elvis. Thank you so much.
The ship, the good ship defending Elvis. I believe it's a good ship. It's got a good captain. And I'm glad about that.
Guys, I mean well. Me and my group, we mean well. We want to help. We want to defend Elvis, Felisa Marie. We mean well on behalf of Riley, Finney and Harper as fans. You know, there's no money making here. This isn't about money, about subscribers. We lose subscribers. We lose views. This has never been a money making thing for us. If anything, I shrunk my channel the moment I decided to become defending us. Look at the attacks we've had to endure in the last 22 months. We have had a nightmare running this channel. A nightmare. It actually gets worse and worse and worse. We get bullied week in, week out, and it gets worse. Look at the attacks that we've had recently. If anybody thinks that we don't do this because we have a passion to do it, because this is a movement, you are on another planet. This is a tough thing we do. Even for Miss Sams to take on this, to stand by me, to stand by Team Elvis, to stand by Donna, to stand by Ginger. It goes against the grain because there is a massive amount of people that are against what we do, against Elvis being defended. These people are getting their asses kissed. The Smiths are getting their asses kissed. Priscilla Presley is getting her ass kissed. What we do here to defend Elvis is a struggle. And it does not give us likes, subscribers, more views, none of it. The drama we have here is losing us subscribers, is shrinking our channel. We do it because we love Elvis. It's that simple. It's not easy to go into the comment sections and defend what we do, to put up with these bully attacks. The stalkers that we're getting at the moment is obscene. And now we've even got a family member like Danny Smith and his wife attacking us, bullying us, saying that Elvis doesn't need defending. You watch, Billy Stanley will say it again. Elvis doesn't need defending. This isn't
Elvis'
easy.
energy. Lisa Marie's energy, of course, y'all know, does not play. Lisa Marie Presley's energy does not play.
Yeah, so midshipman, we're not picking up subs. So you say true, but you are picking up subs because we agree with you. No, you're wrong. Midshipman, I just want you to know, we have been, if you look at my subscriber count, it is 29,600 and around 29,600. And it has been that for 2 months. For 2 months. We're not picking up subscribers. We're losing subscribers. We gain a few, we lose a few. Trust me, this is not making our channel grow. There is no growth. But what is happening is we're picking up support. Remember, our movement is much bigger than our YouTube channel. So yes, we are picking up support, not subscribers. Just watch the subscriber count on my channel. It is not increasing. If anything, it goes down, then it goes up. Goes down, then it goes up. We are hovering around 29,600 subscribers. You watch my subscriber count. So no, we're not.
No time in life nor death. Okay? Neither Miss Gladys and certainly not Vernon, who spent his life protecting Elvis. So,
yeah, I want to make a point of this, Midshipman. Sorry, I'm not having a go at you. I want you to understand what's happening. Yeah, I'm not trying to grow our channel. I am trying to defend Elvis with Team Elvis. That's what I'm trying to do. With anyone that will help us, whether it be lovely Donna Presley, who's Elvis's first cousin, or Ginger Alden, or Team Elvis, okay, or fellow Elvis fans, or fellow Elvis defenders. It's never been about growth for me. Never been about growth. It's we do what we do, and we hope we're supported. We try to make a difference. We try and make a difference. It's never been about growth.
yeah, it's onwards and it's upwards. It ain't always going to be plain sailing, but we thank God all the time. We thank God that we even have the opportunity to talk about this wonderful man called Elvis Presley, who, if you and I had him in front of you now, we were talking to him and we needed any little thing, from the smallest thing to the largest thing, it would be no problem for him at all. It's just a pity that those people who he gave so freely to.
So I'm sorry, midshipman. I'm sorry. I'm using you to discuss something. Yeah, I'm just using it to make a point. Nothing against you, okay? Yeah, I do think we have a following of Elvis defenders. We do. Yeah. Thank you, Jean, so much. Thank you. How can I say this? We are the minority. We are the minority. Our channel is small. We do have support, but it is small. We want the support. We want to encourage people to defend Elvis, to stand up for Elvis, to expose the wrongdoing of the trashers. That's what we want. It's got nothing to do with more subscribers and making money. It's just we want to get the message out there in our movement that Elvis does need defending. Elvis was trashed for cash by the people that were closest to him. That's the point here. Yeah. So we have to, remember with YouTube, it's unusual because most people on YouTube are trying to make money, trying to get subscribers, trying to get likes. Like the woman that's interviewing Billy Stanley, all she's interested in is growing her channel, becoming a big YouTube channel. That's all she cares about. She's not interested in Elvis's feelings, in Lisa Marie's feelings. We are. We care about Elvis's feelings. We care about Lisa Marie's feelings. So that is what we're about. Yeah. So, you know, we are an unusual YouTube channel. We're different than the norm. I had this conversation with Mindy Miller today. We're unique. We're very unique what we do here. Yeah. So, yes, we're trying to spread the word. We're challenging the trashers. We're exposing the trashers. But don't think of it in terms of growth or money. Think of it as a movement that is bigger than YouTube, bigger than Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. This is a worldwide movement. This is a ripple effect, okay? So it's hard to get your head around it, yeah?
Turn around and stab him in the back. Okay? Talk about they surviving him. Let me read this segment. The spirit just...
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, so there we are. We're trying to get the word out. That's that midshipman. That's it. We're trying to get the word out. We're trying to get support for people to agree that Elvis needs defending. Yeah, that it shouldn't be forgotten about. The way that Elvis was trashed shouldn't have been ignored. People shouldn't bury their head in the sand and kiss the arse of the trashers. We're trying to get the word out. That is important. Yeah, and that is, but I will say this, we got a long way to go. We got a long way. From 1 to 10, we're on 2. From 1 to 10, we're on 2. Now, the anti-Elvis, the people that are against Elvis being defended, they are big. The anti-defenders are big. And we need to change that. We need to change that. And that is our mission. To get people that kiss the arse of the Smiths, the Stanleys and Priscilla and the Memphis Mafia to realize that Elvis has been forgotten. Lisa Marie has been forgotten. That's the message. And we are just at the beginning of it. We got a long way to go.
Just walk across the window there. Okay? It's an affirmative. It's okay. Go ahead, Miss Sam. Speak. It's all right. Okay? The spirit of Elvis Presley would shut and zip my lips if I was talking recklessly.
Miss Sams wouldn't do this if it didn't come from the heart. She wouldn't do this if it didn't feel right for her, as she just said. Yeah, these are serious words, okay? She knows this needs to be done.
Yeah. Lisa Marie would stop me. She would lay a hand on me, a spiritual hand. I'm very connected to her energy.
I fully agree. I fully agree that Lisa Marie would want us to defend her father. I believe that at the bottom of my heart. I also fully believe that Elvis wants to be defended, even though he's in heaven. He wants to be defended. He wants his grandchildren not just to be proud of the fact that he was a legend, a great singer, a beautiful man. He wants his grandkids to be proud of him as a human being, the man behind the legend. And that is what we're all about. Showing the world, same goes for Donna Presley. We want the world to know just how decent and lovely Elvis was. We're fed up of the world discussing Elvis in a caricature way, like all he cared about was sex, drugs. Get it? We're fed up with it because that is nothing like the true Elvis. The true Elvis was a beautiful, kind, loving, caring man who helped anybody and everybody. That's what we want out there, not this disgusting caricature that has been created by the trashers, created by his own family, the Smiths, the Stanleys, Priscilla. You get it? We're fed up with it. We're fed up of these people being treated like Elvis, having their asses kissed, while Elvis is being shamed around the world. I'm not talking about the singer. Epic has shown the world how amazing Elvis is. I'm talking about the human being. Elvis was a very, very decent man. Very decent. Yeah, he made mistakes. Yeah, he was human. But what about the mistakes of the people that were around him? The people that say they knew him, lived with him, loved him, lived the life. What about their mistakes? What they were doing around Elvis? What about what the Smiths, the Stanleys and Priscilla and the Memphis Mafia, their behavior around Elvis? But they all point the finger at Elvis as the bad guy. They all act like victims. All these people act like victims of Elvis. And it's absolutely disgusting. Even David Stanley, recently with his book release, Surviving Elvis, he plays the victim. We're fed up with it. We are fed up with Elvis being trashed at the expense of these people playing the victim for money. They do it for money. Even now, these YouTube channels, it's all about making money at the expense of Elvis's reputation. It's not right. It is not right.
And I would not be able to speak, would not be able to make any videos on her or her mother or her children if I was allowed to do so. How reliable are the accounts of Billy Stanley? Okay, now this is 1 year old. This was put on the internet 1 year ago. Okay, it's on a discussion board. For those who don't know, Billy Stanley was one of Elvis's stepbrothers. He is someone who has outwardly devoted a fair bit of his life to promoting the legacy of Elvis. He runs a Facebook page in which he frequently speaks about Elvis. He also has done quite a few interviews. He also seems to have high praise for his stepbrother, and I have yet to see him criticize Elvis in any regard. So this is about Billy, okay, not David. I was wondering, however, just how reliable Billy's accounts of Elvis are for those who are familiar with his works. I know the Stanleys aren't necessarily the most beloved figures due to Dee Stanley's, Elvis's stepmother, who married Vernon, treating Elvis with disdain, and Rick Stanley, one of Billy's brothers, who passed away, being someone who seemingly attempted to capitalize off of Elvis after his death. Just on a side note, there is another brother, David, who I can't find much on. He's the one that says, "Oh, I'm surviving Elvis now." Disgusting. The reason I ask how reliable are his accounts is because I have listened to a number of the interviews that he has done and has been someone who has provided a bit of insight as to what Elvis as a person was. But I haven't heard of him being referenced in many of the other interviews I've listened to from other folks who knew Elvis on a personal level. So I'm not sure if he was truly involved in Elvis's life as he makes out to be. For what it is worth, he has never spoken ill of his stepbrother and sings his praises at every opportunity. So here is some responses to that post, okay? I take Stanley's accounts with a grain of salt. I read Billy's most recent book, and it just didn't make sense how many detailed conversations he allegedly remembered from his childhood. It was a positive portrayal of Elvis, almost too much so. I get the feeling that Billy looked up to Elvis like some kind of god. I think a lot of people in Elvis's circle should find other things to do than keep money off telling stories about him. Making money off of telling stories, for his words muddled up. Okay. Someone else said, I can see that. Billy has certainly made money off of the Presley's name, but...
Hang on, right, okay, I need to jump in here. Okay. Frederick, I always like it when we have our little debates. Frederick, of course, we're all learning. I agree, we're all learning. I'm no expert. I'm no expert. Yeah, I do know a lot about the bone cancer discussions because we've done videos on the bone cancer discussion. You know, the things that were said about bone cancer. It's been said by a few people. Okay, but Charlie Hodge meant well. Charlie Hodge meant well. Charlie Hodge always tried to, how can I say it? How can I say it carefully? So if you, I think I've watched everything Charlie Hodge has done. Okay. He tried to give a public image impression of Elvis in a positive way. So Charlie Hodge will sit there in an interview and discuss that Elvis was not a street addict, you know, in the street, shooting up, trying to get stoned, trying to get high. He will discuss the fact that Elvis was on a lot of prescription medication. Then Charlie will break down all the different health problems that Elvis had. There's many, yeah, just like Dr. Forrest Tennant's book does, just like Sally Hoddle's book does, From Here to the Great, Destined to Die Young. Okay, so you have to see the bigger picture. Who are the people that are trying to speak well of Elvis so that his public image isn't ruined, trashed, affected? Yeah, and Charlie Hodge is a typical example. So is Anne Margaret. So is Larry Geller. I don't think it's fair. So someone's trying to ring, but I'm not going to answer the phone. I don't think it's fair to say that Charlie Hodge discussing bone cancer is a weird thing. I don't think that's fair on Charlie Hodge because he meant well. Charlie Hodge meant well. We don't actually know 100% that everything concerning Elvis's health problems, do we? Do we really know? Of course, many of the things that Elvis was taking, some were addictive, weren't they? But so what? Everybody, I think most people have taken medication that is addictive. Sleeping pills that is addictive. Isn't that a pretty standard thing? You know, things to make you feel better that are addictive. Like Elvis had serious colon problems, you know, steroids, etc. What Charlie meant well. Don't forget, Charlie lived with Elvis for 17 years at Graceland. Elvis trusted Charlie. Yeah. So I won't speak negatively about Charlie Hodge. Come on, we know Charlie had a bit of a drink thing going on. We know that Elvis and Charlie would argue sometimes when Charlie had had a few too many. He was a human being, but he meant well. He meant well. So I'm not going to speak negatively about Charlie Hodge. He doesn't deserve it. So saying that it was weird that he brought up the bone cancer thing, I think it's unfair to him because what he was really trying to do was defend Elvis. He was trying to give off a positive public image for his friend Elvis, who he loved. Elvis loved Charlie. So I don't agree with the way you discuss Charlie. I don't agree with it. Yeah, I mean that with respect. We got slightly different opinions about things, which is fine. It's okay that we have different opinions. But I'm going to stand up for Charlie Hodge. Sorry, I'm going to stand up for him. So I don't like the tone of the way Charlie is discussed. I don't like it. Let's just read some more of your comments, guys. So someone else mentioned about Westgate kissing the ass of David Stanley. It shouldn't be happening, should it? Someone, you know, Priscilla is going to get her ass kissed at Westgate. Shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. David Stanley and Priscilla Presley should not be getting their asses kissed at Westgate. Westgate need to rethink and relook at what they're doing because they want to honour Elvis, but then they want to kiss the ass of the very people that trashed Elvis, that told lies about Elvis, that rewrote history about Elvis. It ain't fair. The people that wrote, David Stanley has wrote multiple books to make money from Elvis. Many of these books trashed Elvis. David Stanley, as we know, said that Elvis committed suicide. It's disgusting. And Westgate, the International, are honouring and praising these people. It's bloody wrong. Priscilla being at Westgate in May is disgusting. Disgusting. Right, let's keep going. Let's have a look, guys. I'm just reading your comments. Yeah, Jean, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. I mean, I know how they met. I've done some research, how Charlie tried to help Elvis because he was grieving over his mum. How, you know, come on, guys. Charlie deserves better. There we are. Sarge says it. Charlie Hodge always had the best intentions. Don't forget, he was human. He made mistakes, just like everyone else, Charlie Hodge. But as you say, he always had the best intentions. Yeah, and when you watch, Linda says it, when you watch Charlie on stage, the sort of friendship that he had with Elvis, it's beautiful. The way they joked, the banter they had between each other. And he was a very gifted musician, very gifted. He was there. Elvis knew Charlie Hodge before the army, didn't he? He'd seen him on TV. So Charlie deserves better. Yeah, Charlie knew how to make Elvis smile. Frederick, I'm not having a go at you. I'm standing up for Charlie Hodge. I'm not having a go at you. Don't make it personal. Right, let's have a look. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I don't mind people sharing their opinions. But I will react. I will defend Elvis and Charlie. I will always stand up for Charlie Hodge. Always. And Larry Geller and Anne Margaret. In fact, anybody that was good to Elvis, I will defend them. I will defend them. He was a very gifted musician. Thank you, Tommy. Yes, I agree. Charlie Hodge was beautiful. Lorna, you're right. Westgate seemed to well, it's a complicated one with Westgate because I do believe Westgate love Elvis. I do. Yeah, they honor Elvis, but they feel that they need people like Linda Thompson, people like David Stanley, people like Priscilla Presley to enhance the fact that their hotel is based around the life of Elvis. Yeah, they don't need any of these people to honor Elvis. Epic has shown you don't need Priscilla, you don't need the Stanleys, the Smiths, the ex-girlfriends. You don't need any of them to honor Elvis. If I was gonna give Westgate advice on who to have to honor Elvis, I would say Donna Presley. Donna Presley. That's who I would say. And then Ginger Alden, because she was his fiance. These are the two people. Yeah. I definitely would not say the Stanleys or the Smiths or Priscilla. There's no way the Stanleys, the Smiths or Priscilla or any Memphis Mafia people like Dave Hebler should be anywhere near Westgate, but that is just an opinion as a fan. I'm just a fan. I'm not an expert. I'm not a researcher. I'm just an Elvis defender that runs a channel with a group of Elvis defenders.
If what you said is true and he has some sort of deified Elvis in mind, wouldn't it be promoting Elvis? Wouldn't it be promoting Elvis be more of a personal mission instead of one driven by cash? I started to be a bit suspicious of his stories, however. I noticed that he only offers praise to Elvis. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot to love about Elvis, and I'm sure I'd have some fond memories of him, but he does seem to go a bit overboard in my view. The other thing is, like I mentioned, I can't find many other accounts about him by those who were close to Elvis. He makes it out like he was the main one of the main players at Graceland, and Elvis's right-hand man or something. But that is just my take based on what I've seen.
So a couple of little comments here. I'll be honest with you guys, with Westgate, they need somebody making the decisions that are more interested in honouring Elvis rather than kissing the ass of the trashers Because let's face it, guys, there are thousands, tens of thousands of people that hero worship Priscilla. Priscilla gets chased down the road for autographs, yeah, with people waving Elvis pictures, yeah. Priscilla, wherever she goes, is worshipped, is treated like Elvis, is treated like she is the reason Elvis is remembered. Priscilla is treated like she is the reason Graceland exists, the museum exists. Yeah, everything is like because of Priscilla. And Westgate, a big place like Westgate, has fallen for that. Has fallen for that. Yeah, do you get it? Priscilla is hero worship. Most of the world think Priscilla is the reason Elvis is remembered. We know it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit. Yeah? Elvis, the reason Elvis is remembered is because of Elvis and the fans. Yeah? It has nothing to do with Priscilla. But Westgate, a big massive company like that, they know that the majority of the world worship Priscilla as if she is the reason Elvis is remembered today. And that is why they honor Priscilla in May at Westgate. Because they know that the majority of the fans don't do their research and think Priscilla is the reason Elvis is remembered. Bullshit. It's complete bullshit. We know it's not true. But that is why they do it, in my opinion.
Curious, what part of the book that you reference, what part in the book you reference doesn't make sense? So it seems as if this person here was questioning what's his name, Billy Stanley's account of.
Right, hang on a minute. Ooh, right, okay. So I'm being distracted by the comments. Right, I think I'm gonna pause this. We can come back to this tomorrow. Do another part. I want to discuss this because I want to give my opinion on this, guys. So let's just let's get the shop in, the shop where nothing is for sale. Okay. Now, guys, you're quite welcome to give your comments, but I tell you what, you're going to get my reaction. So let me just have a little look. Right, let me just try and catch it with the comments. So Priscilla has tremendous name recognition. Elvis fans mostly don't like her. Well, that ain't true. But she is still quite a valuable, attracting the general population. Right, okay. I think that's quite an honest comment. Right, let me break that down. Frederick, I'm just having a discussion with you. Nothing personal. It's fine that we have a discussion, okay? I agree that to people that don't bother doing their research, Priscilla is still treated as if she is Elvis. Honestly, Priscilla is still treated like she is the reason Elvis is remembered. I fully agree with that. It's wrong. It shouldn't be that way. But yes, if Priscilla walked down any road in any country, she would be mobbed because she once was married to Elvis. It's bonkers because she split up from Elvis well over 50 years ago. But she will be chased down the road by paparazzi, begging her for autographs, begging her to sign pictures of her and Elvis, even though she split up from Elvis well over 50 years ago. So I fully agree that I wouldn't use the word tremendous. I wouldn't use the word tremendous. I would say Priscilla is bloody famous. And people are conned and tricked and brainwashed into thinking she saved Elvis's legacy. She made him a legend. She's the reason he's remembered. It's complete bullshit. But I agree with that. I wouldn't use the word tremendous. Then you say she's a valuable attraction to the general population. Unfortunately, yes, she is. Unfortunately, yes, she is a valuable attraction to the population around the world. I agree, but she shouldn't be. She definitely should not be. She has not deserved it. She has not earned the right to be a valuable attraction. But she is. But she is, which is shocking, which is why we run a Defending Elvis YouTube channel. So, yeah, she's brainwashed the world, and she's still trying to do it with the book Softly As I Leave You. To me, the book Softly As I Leave You is a pack of lies. Look, the people that go to Westgate are the usual general population that don't bother to do their research. They just believe the bullshit. They believe the fake fairy tale. They've fallen for it. Let me just get the book a minute. Where is it? Got a picture of, oh, someone's moved my book. Hang on. This picture. That is what the general population believe in. This iconic image. Is this the 1960s? Yeah? This iconic image of Priscilla and Elvis. That is brainwashed into society. And the main population that haven't bothered to do their research believe in that. They believe every word of this book, that they had a beautiful romance, and the only reason it went wrong was because Elvis was unfaithful and took drugs. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. But I think that is the point that Frederick is trying to make. Yeah? It's completely wrong, though. Yeah? It's completely wrong, which is why we run a Defending Elvis YouTube channel. This is why Donna Presley stands up and defends her first cousin Elvis. Because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The world has been lied to by many people, and most of them were very close to Elvis. Elvis loved them and trusted them. And they all stabbed him in the back for money and fame. For money and fame. With Priscilla, money, fame, and men. And men. Right, so let's keep going, guys. Yeah, I wouldn't say... Yeah, Tommy, I don't think she's going to be a resident, but I think she's there in May. Yeah, Tommy? I mean, you may know more than me. Yeah, there we are, Sarge. You got it, Sarge. We're highlighting the wrongdoings of all of the trashers, not just Priscilla, the Stanleys and the Smiths and the Memphis Mafia. Yeah, because we want to stand up for Elvis, because Elvis deserves better. Elvis deserves better. Let's keep going. Well, midshipman, we don't know yet, but they're gonna. You've just said Westgate treats her like royalty, but I mean, I don't know the history of Priscilla at Westgate, but she's not there till May the 2nd. But yeah, I do agree they will kiss her ass. They will treat her like she is Elvis. When Priscilla goes to Westgate, she will be treated like Elvis, not just by the hotel, by the people staying at the hotel as well. Elvis fans will kiss Priscilla's ass. When she walks in on stage at Westgate, she will get a standing ovation. She will get a round of applause. She shouldn't be getting that. It's shocking that Elvis fans give her a standing ovation and a round of applause and cheer wherever she goes. I see it all the time. It's wrong. Shouldn't be happening. Elvis would be shocked at how Priscilla is treated like she is Elvis. Shocked. Let's have a look. So Frederick says, amongst the general population, a lot of people don't know much about anything about Elvis and Priscilla's relationship or her role post his death. She's just famous because of her association with the icon. No, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I actually think the general population know about this. The fake fairy tale. That she met Elvis when she was 14. They fell in love, got married. And then Elvis was unfaithful and took drugs and that's why they split up. That's what they know. It's not true. Yeah, I actually think that the general population think they know it all about Elvis and Priscilla, but they're wrong. They're wrong. They've been brainwashed. Yeah. They think Elvis was the bad guy and that she was a victim. They think Priscilla was a victim. And that is bullshit. This is how Priscilla has conned and tricked the world. So, oh, they think they know it, but they know wrong. The fake fairy tale is wrong, but they believe it. They buy into it. If you speak to anybody now, they will think Priscilla did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. That Elvis was the bad guy. And this is why we run a Defending Elvis channel. It's shocking what the general public think about Elvis and Priscilla. It's shocking what the general public say about poor Elvis. And they said it in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie, when she was alive. Absolutely shocking. Remember, they also believe that she saved Graceland and that she is the reason the Living Museum happened. It's bullshit. She did not save Graceland, and she is not the reason the Living Museum happened. It's complete bullshit, in my opinion. Everything I say is just an opinion discussion on YouTube for entertainment purposes. Nothing I say is fact or truth. We're just having a discussion on YouTube. But Priscilla, in my opinion, has conned the world and still is as we speak right now. And she's doing it with the book Softly as I Leave You. Yeah, there we are, Linda. Priscilla brainwashed the fans. She portrayed herself as a victim. Many people believe the fake fairy tale, including me. We all fell for it. We all fell for it in the 80s and 90s. We all fell for it. We were all gullible. Priscilla realized the public were very gullible and were not going to challenge her on anything she said. She also realized that the journalists, the news interviewers, the TV programs just kissed her ass and never questioned a thing she said and went along with everything she said. If you look at the interviews of the 80s and 90s, the public fell for it. Hook, line and sinker. People like Barbara Walters, Rona Barrett, they all fell for it. They just kissed her ass. Even Piers Morgan kissed Priscilla's ass. Shocking. Even Piers Morgan couldn't be bothered to do proper research to find out the truth, to find out that Priscilla had been unfaithful multiple times to Elvis during the marriage. During the marriage. She conned the world, guys. She conned the world, and she's getting away with it, and that is why we are here. That is why we are here. Yeah, people just need to do their research. As soon as you do some research, you start to uncover the truth. Bridget Cruz helped us uncover the real truth. The real truth. Yeah, the money, yeah, Jean, the money that Priscilla got came out of the grandkids' pockets. The money that Priscilla got came out of the grandkids' pockets. Priscilla went against her own daughter's wishes for her inheritance. Come on. Shocking. I agree. Yeah, there we are. Midshipman. The state of Tennessee saved Graceland. Yeah. They were never going to break up and sell off Gracelands. It was bullshit. It was a complete lie. I've even found interviews of Shelby County saying they're going to save, as a memorial to Elvis, they were going to save Gracelands. This was done days after Elvis died. Days, and also it also happened when Vernon died as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, Linda, it is disgusting what has gone on. Priscilla will always get her ass kissed. Priscilla will always get, just like the Smiths, they get their asses kissed. It's shocking. It's shocking that the Smiths get their asses kissed. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to go. So, Rick, please don't worry. We can have, we can agree to disagree. We can have discussions. We can share opinions. I have no problem with us sharing opinions, having different opinions. I'm completely fine with it, but I will react. If somebody gives me an opinion, you will get an answer. You will get my response, and it won't always agree with you. Yeah. Now, don't take it personally. It's completely fine that we have different opinions. Yeah. Everyone can have an opinion, guys, but you'll get my reaction. Yeah. And I will defend Elvis and Lisa and Riley and Finley and Harper and Donna Presley and Ginger. I will defend. Yeah. So, yes, correct. There we are. She'll always get her ass kissed. Priscilla will always get her ass kissed till the day she dies. Fact. That is a fact. Anyway, guys, thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back in the morning. Everything we've said on this whole show is for entertainment purposes, not a fact, just a discussion on YouTube where we share opinions. Nothing I say is true or fact. That is my disclaimer. I want to thank Miss Sams. Miss Sams, thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. I'm honoured. Honoured. Guys, love you all. You're the best. Take care, everyone. You're the best. Love you all, guys. Team Elvis, you rock.